13 grand. Like, it ain't no joke. And it didn't even have HD lace. I still then had to go and buy, it had like Swiss lace, and I don't like anything that's not HD. I had to then go and buy the frontal from Shara Hair, which is where I just got it installed. And before I forget, I love your tattoos as well. They're good looking. Thank you. That means you have to take a Jaeger bomb, sister. You're actually right. I need to, because I'm about to have a long ass fucking day. Yo, it's a long ass fucking life. Jeez. Guys, imagine, like, I'm going through so much. Finding out the company I work for is shutting down next year. So retrenchment is happening next year. And I'm going through a breakup. And I'm going through something else that I can't disclose. Life is kicking my ass. And everyone around me is miserable too. Like, everyone around the group, suicide. Beautiful nails. I hate these nails. They're press-ons. Thank you, Comfort. Also, you. Call me. I hate these nails. I hate them. They're press-on nails. I don't know how they're still so stuck. But they're press-on nails, and I had to put them on for a shoot. They, at the shoot, decided they wanted me to have these nails. And I've had them since. I hate them. So, yeah. Tell me about it. I can bear it. No, man. Retrograde. Retrograde needs to end. Retrograde is making me want to die. Honestly, I spent so many nights wanting to kill myself. So many love hugs and kisses. It'll all work out. I definitely believe that. Thank you. How long is Mercury retrograde though? Where did you get the press on nails? At a shoot. I don't know who those niggas are, but they stuck them on. I don't know who those niggas are, but they stuck them on me, and I hate them. Fuggliest nails I've ever had. Can someone like you go through a breakup? If I were your man and you cheated, I'd apologize. It had nothing to do with cheating, like, at all. So, please. You hate everything that we say looks good on you, Shams. That's actually true. What's your worst experience with the makeup artist or hairstylist at a shoot? When I used to work at V Entertainment, there was this makeup artist, old white lady, and she did makeup for Super Sport. And she'd been in the makeup industry for a really long time, so she thought that she was good, but she was the worst. She didn't like to contour. She didn't know how to glue on lashes, so she'd always pretend that you don't need lashes, but it's only because she didn't know how to stick them on. She was terrible. And then another shoot, when I first got to MTV, we did a photo shoot with this makeup artist. I can't even remember her name. Hold on, guys. I'm coming back. I'm coming. I need to text my stylist. Really nice to listen to depressing music. A song that's actually constantly playing in my AirPods. Is Cobra by Meg Thee Stallion. Like, the fact that she says, every night I cried, I almost died, and nobody close tried to stop it. Do you know? And then she says, man, I'm sitting in a dark room thinking, probably why I always end up drinking. Yes, I'm very depressed. How can somebody so blessed want to slit their wrists? I'll probably bleed out some Pinot. When they find me, I'm in Valentino. Like, you're gonna find me dead, but I'm in designer. Do you know what I mean? This pussy depressed. I'm about to stress him. Pink rails around his neck. But this ain't domestic. Think it's going down. I just love that song. It's actually getting me through life right now. It's all I listen to. I'm just constantly bumping this pussy depressed. I'm about to stress. Pink rails around. Hey, Shamiso, can I take you out? No. Shami. Hi, Sativa. I don't know why my food is taking so long. I've barely been eating these days, so I'm trying to eat. Like, I'm forcing myself. I don't finish my meals, but I'm trying to at least keep eating. Like, keep having multiple meals, even if I don't finish them. You know, Because, like, I'm not eating, I'm not sleeping. I don't even know how I'm functioning right now. Like, this pussy depressed. I'm about to stress. Pink nails around his neck. But this ain't domestic. You back to doing long nails? No, I'm not. These are press-ons from a photo shoot. I hate them, and I want to go back to my nails. I love you. I hope you get in a better place soon. I hope so too. Honestly, pray for me. I'm praying for myself. Literally every night I'm in bed and I'm like, God, please give me strength. Please give me peace of mind. Please, can I just sleep? You know? Thank you. Can I have a porn star martini? Okay. Thank you so much. Is it okay if I send you a DM? Please, I'd like to ask a personal question and would like your opinion on it. Yeah, sure. Hit my line. What time do you sleep? I try to sleep early, but I toss and turn the whole time. Because my mind is just like, ooh. My mind is just like way too active and awake, you know? I actually shouldn't be drinking at a time like this. I think I need to actually not, because it makes me feel more in my feelings, you know? I haven't been sleeping. I've been in hell. It's the worst time ever, guys. You're still on antidepressant. No, I actually need to get back on them. I just don't have time to go see my psychiatrist to get a script. Like, the fact that you need to go see someone and tell them, yes, I'm still fucking suicidal. And they have to be like, okay, we'll give you meds. Like, why can't you just give me a forever script? Do you know what I mean? Why do I need to update you on the fact that I still want to fucking die for you to give me a script? And I have to pay $2,700 for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, to see you. And then still pay for my meds. But I'm going to make an appointment for next week. I just don't have... today's Friday. So, yeah, for next week. Hi, Lonnie. Why do I taste onion? Ugh. I don't mind onion. I mind onion breath. Like, if I eat anything with onion, I need to go buy gum. Like, nothing can make me feel like it's out of my mouth. Like, I either need to brush my teeth or I need to buy gum, you know? Man, I'm sitting in a dark room thinking, probably why I always end up drinking. Yes, I'm very depressed. How can somebody so blessed want to slit their wrist? I probably bleed out some Pinot. When they see me, I'm in Valentino. On top of that, psychiatrists are always fully booked. My psychiatrist can be booked for, they'll tell you her next appointment is next month. So if she is full, I'm going to have to go to my GP. At least my GP has an understanding of my mental health. And when I do go to her and I say, dude, it's an emergency, I need to be back on my meds. I stopped taking my meds before I went to Turkey, so that there was nothing in my system for my surgery. But I definitely need to get back on my antidepressants. So if my psychiatrist is full, I'm going to call my GP and tell her, girl, I need to see you or I'm going to die. And then she gives me a script. Especially because my ADHD medication is like a Schedule 6 drug. So it's not easy to get. Like, I can't try get it at the script. But my GP's dope. Like, last time I saw her, she had some hoodie on from Major League Gardens. Like, I was like, what the hell, dude? You know? Says AJ, the problem in real life or only on Born Into Fame. Don't fucking ask me about fucking AJ and Born Into Fame. Like, who gives a fuck about either of those fucking things? I was like, I just charges 5K per session, so I'll always ask her to give me a script for 6 months. 5K? She's crazy. 5K for my sanity. Are you mad? Like, on top of the fact that I'm going insane, I have to pay you 5K. No, mine is 2.7. Have you ever taken ashwagandha? I'm trying to go on that, but not sure. Ashwagandha only helped me with one thing, and that was maybe relaxing before bed. I have like literally been diagnosed with chronic anxiety, ADHD, borderline personality disorder, and it got so bad that my psychiatrist almost was like, you might be bipolar. I had to be put on mood stabilizers. So ashwagandha for me helps me relax before bed. It doesn't do shit for me. Like, I need heavy medication to be okay. You understand? Like, ashwagandha does nothing for me. Truly, that's what I'm saying. One thing I'll say is that, yeah, okay, maybe if I take it before bed, it does make me feel a bit like I'm winding down. Otherwise, no. Like I said, I'm on a Schedule 6 medication. So, girl, just read the Bible and go to church. I love God. Forgive me for this, but fuck you. We have the same problems. Truly. Which antidepressants do you take? I'm on Olexa and Lexamil. Not a lot of people take that because it does up your appetite, and a lot of people don't want to gain weight. I'm very happy to gain weight at any point, so I was like, yeah, give me that. So I'm on Olexa, Lexamil, and then I'm on Vyvanse for my ADHD. What is ashwagandha supposed to help with? Anxiety. Something that helps. Then you need to go to a psychiatrist for anything stronger than ashwagandha. Like even the sleeping pills they give you over the counter at the pharmacy, they can't give you anything stronger than a certain level because then you're going up in the schedules, and that shit just doesn't help me. Like, it doesn't do shit for me. I think if you simply have stress, but ashwagandha can help. It can help, but like not for what I have going on, basically. Legs has been losing weight. No, my appetite is up on Lexamil. I'm always ready to eat. My stomach feels like a bottomless pit that's ready to be filled, and I need that right now. Like, I didn't go to Turkey and fucking get a BBL to now be losing weight because I'm depressed and I can't eat. So I need my meds because I need to eat and I need to sleep. I literally feel like I'm losing my mind because I'm not eating and I'm not sleeping. You know? Hi, Mama. Hi. Can you get ashwagandha with a medical aid? Ashwagandha, you don't need to go to the counter for that. I think it's just in the pharmacy or at a wellness shop. Like, you can even order ashwagandha on Take-A-Lot. Very strong. Wow, under those conditions, you still manage to stand strong. Thank you. How's your healing journey been? Great, thank you. Very pretty on the body's tea. Thank you so much. Sitting in that balcony thinking, probably why I always end up drinking. Yes, I'm very depressed. How could somebody so blessed want to slip their wrists? I probably bleed out some Pinot when they find me up in Valentino. He pouring me shots, thinking it's lit. Little does he know, this pussy depressed. I'm about to stress. Damn, I finally see. I'm kidding myself. And bitches would die to be me. Meg fucking coped with that song. How do you deal with all that and being a presenter? I don't know how I'm still alive. Like, you know? How do you deal with BPD? The thing is with BPD now, a lot of psychiatrists refuse to treat it because it has no cause. No one knows what causes BPD. But one thing that one thing that has been associated with it is like sexual abuse, for example. And then so I didn't know. It was crazy. When I was 19, I had a birthday weekend. It went the fuck up. I was really cooked that weekend, like extremely naked. And I had a really fun time. And then on one of the days, my best friend at the time and my boyfriend at the time, like I said, I was 19, sat me down at a restaurant and they said, listen, we don't think that you're okay, and we did some research and we think that you have borderline personality disorder. I was so offended. I'm like, why are you telling me this on my birthday weekend? And why are you telling me this? What do you mean? What is borderline personality disorder? That's the first time I heard about it. And it's crazy because then the person I was dating at the time, he turned out to have borderline personality disorder as well. But anyway, I was like, that's crazy. Like, why are you telling me this? And why do you think I have it? And then they explained what it is. And I was just kind of like, fuck it, I don't want to hear it. And then through going to therapy and stuff like that, I've been in and out of therapy since I was 14. But I think my borderline definitely started flaring up after high school. So going to therapy, they were like, you have borderline, you know? So I was like, okay, cool. And then last year, end of last year, like September or August, September, October, somewhere around that time, I had a really bad episode, and I ended up going to my therapist, and she was, or my psychologist, and she was like, you know what, I think you have bipolar, but to be able to put you on mood stabilizers, you'd need to be an inpatient here because we need to observe you. So then I went into the facility as a patient, and I was seeing my psychiatrist and my psychologist every day, and they put me on, you know, they were trying to see what to do with me. They upped my antidepressant dosage and all of that stuff. And then my psychiatrist was like, actually, you don't have bipolar. You do have borderline, a severe, extreme, she said one of the most extreme cases she's seen, but you have ADHD as well. And that's maybe what causes your impulsive behavior, hyperactivity, irritability, all of that stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. So then they put me on, where's the filter? Oh my God, I don't like any of these. What's gonna give it? Anyway, so then they put me on, ADHD medication. And then on the last day there, my psychiatrist was like, let's just draw up a family tree. I kind of want to understand you better. So then she draws up a family tree, and we're talking about different people in the family, blended family that I was in at some point and all of that stuff. And then she speaks about a specific person, and she's like, do you like them? And I was like, no. And she's like, why? And it literally unlocked a memory that I think my brain was suppressing. The things that you suppress, that your mind suppresses, are actually the things that fuck you up the most. And I think it's the cause of a lot of my issues, because she was like, why don't you like this person? And all of a sudden, something I've never confronted, never spoken about, never dealt with, never even known. I've spent my whole life not knowing this because my brain had suppressed it, because I guess it was that traumatic for me. And then I realized that this person, I remembered rather, that this person was molesting me throughout my whole childhood. And it was a woman, by the way, not a man. And I was like, I literally started shaking in her chair. I was vibrating. She had to like physically hold me down, call a nurse in, and tell me like, feel the ground beneath your feet, feel the wood under your hands, feel the chair, like remember where you're at, because I was vibrating, not even shaking. When I say vibrating, I mean like a phone, like vibrating, remembering that. Like my eyes had rolled back into my head. She called the nurse in because she thought I was having a seizure at first, but I did just opened a memory that I've gone my whole life since my childhood. I mean, from the age of like 8 until I was maybe 13. Yeah. So I'd gone that whole time afterwards, not even acknowledging that or knowing that, because my brain had switched it off. But the minute we spoke about this person, something, like I said, just opened, and I remembered everything so much that I can remember her breath, and I can remember how much I hated the taste of her breath, because she used to kiss me, you know what I mean? And I could remember how much I hated whatever the smell of her mouth was, you know what I mean? And it all came back to me, and I was like, what the actual fuck? And I didn't know that this whole time, my whole life. If anyone ever asked me like, oh, why do you think that you have mental health issues? I would speak about so many other things. I have so many other issues, and I would never speak about that because I literally didn't remember it. Do you know what I mean? I literally didn't remember it. And I think it's because, like I said, I think my brain knew that that is the thing that actually scarred me the most. Like, and my brain decided to protect me and shut it down. And when I remembered, I had an episode. And it was on the day that I was leaving the facility. I was literally like, can't I extend my stay? It's also fucking expensive. I was like, can I not extend my stay? Like, now that I've just learned this, how do I deal with this? You know? So, it's so scary that you didn't even remember because your brain blocked it out. Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, everything that we've been addressing is still valid. All your traumas are still valid and they contribute to your issues. Other things have happened to you. But this is the thing that's been dealing with you decisively. You know? Because you didn't even know. Like, it was locked. It was in a box far, far away, you know? So, like, I was just like, what the fuck? And I remembered everything. Like I said, I could even taste how her mouth tasted on mine. And I hated it, you know? And everything came back to me. Like how she used to smell, everything she did, when she would do it, why I didn't say anything. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm obviously not going to get into, but like everything came back to me, you know? Were you at Akiso? Yes, I was. I love Akiso. I wish I could live there. I want to go back. Like Konamanje. I was sharing. Did she give you a solution now that you unlocked it? Obviously, to continue going to therapy about it. How did the psychologist know you molested? How did she unlock that memory? No, like I said, on the last day, she obviously tries to also figure out, because obviously now we've established, like, okay, you have borderline personality disorder and you have ADHD, right? So then she was just trying to figure out, like, does anyone in my family have mental health problems? Like, is there a history there? You know? So that's why she was like, okay, tell me about your grandparents. And then she's like, tell me about your parents. And then she went into other people. And then when it came to this specific person, she was asking me like, oh, do you like this person? Do you like this person? Do you like this person? And then when it came to this specific person, she's like, do you like her? And I said, no. And she's like, why? And I'm like, because she used to make me take nude pictures of her when I was just a kid, you know? And she's like, why was she so sexual at such a young age? Like, was she sexually abused? And then I said, wait, do you know what I mean? I was like, I think so. And then it just unlocked, and I'm like, she must have been. And you know what's crazy is the first thing I felt was empathy for her. I felt like something must have happened to you for you to have been so sexual so young. She was older than me, but she was still very sexual at a young age. And then I guess maybe she was trying to prove to herself that what she went through was normal, and that's why she did it to me, you know? So that's when it unlocked, and I was like, wait, probably. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I love Akiso too. Would do anything to go back, but the bills, dude, going there already, I had to pay like 28K for the time I was there. And then when I leave, because of all the medication they'd been giving me, I had to pay another 13 grand on top of that. Like, please go to Akiso with a sponsor. Like, you know what I mean? At this rate, it's like you might as well get a blesser and be like, and he's like, yeah, you know, how much is your rent? What designer bag do you want? And you're just like, no, I just want to go back. I just want to go to Akiso. Like, you know what I mean? Shannon's don't know why I'm crying. It's so stronger. I'm sorry to make you cry. You know? Ooh, gosh, and I need to leave soon. But yeah, that's how I discovered it. And I was like, that was probably the cause of my borderline, because like I said, borderline doesn't have a cause, but it is highly associated with sexual abuse, you know. So I'm like, I hate you, bitch. I feel bad for you because I think you went through something too, but I also hate you because I would have been a very different person if I never met you and you never did that to me, you know. So the sleeping pills they gave us at Akisa's next level, the sleep there unmatched. I was sleeping at 7 p.m. I would go to my room before everyone else because everyone else was there longer than me. All my roommates had been there longer than me, and they were downstairs watching TV, listening to music, playing cards, smoking cigarettes, and I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep while the room is empty and it's quiet. And the way I would sleep, I didn't even hear those bitches come in. I loved Akisa. I want to go back. But if you have medical aid, because they fully cover your stay at Akisa for sure. And imagine navigating relationships without even knowing something so complicated and traumatic, bro. But I'm the type to fight. Like, if I had to see her, I'd fight her, you know. And then my psychiatrist is like, maybe is that why, do you feel like that might be why you're bisexual? I'm like, I'm never going to contribute something I enjoy, like my sexuality, to being molested. Like, no, I don't care if maybe it is the reason. I'm not linking it to that, you know. Lash is amazing, right? I love them. What are you drinking? A porn star martini and a faithful bitch. The people you meet at a Kisa that makes you realize that everyone's going through something. Yeah, one of the girls that was in my room was there because she's sane, you know. It was crazy. Chug the drinks. It's almost time. Okay, you have 7. You know you have 30 minutes? 30? Yes, 30. Absolutely hate the idea of being peers, resulted sexual assault is so key homophobic. Yeah, when she said that, I said, bitch, shut up. I like girls because I like girls. Have you seen girls? And now that, like, I'm single, I want nothing to do with men, but I will be eating boxes. Like, send the girls my way. Need your mom serious. Many people been making me feel bad for being vulnerable. I'm literally going into silence. I'll never be silenced. Need what? Dude. Industry of mass batch production. Your smile is the seed of mass production. Like, you currently beautiful me. I see goes. Oh wow. Thanks. Hello, Dolly. Hi, TK. Guys, we need to take care of our mental for real. That's crazy. Truly. So you're gonna do that though. I'm sorry too. I hate it for me. When you're single, what did I miss? A lot. Please don't say me single, I can't. But I'm sorry. Hi.
Sorry to disturb you, dude.
How are you?
Quick.
Yes. Was I in the live? Okay, I'll be back in a second, guys. Literally in a second.